Barcelona has long been a prized destination for European tourists looking to escape the gloom of winter. Nothing here seems to indicate that Spain's most visited city is in a state of emergency, except for a sign in Catalan warning beachgoers that showers have been turned off.
I wanted to get rid of the sand from my feet, but then I just recognized that they wouldn't work. There weren't any signs as well in the hotel, not at the reception and not in the bathroom, for example.
At the Magic Fountain, a popular tourist attraction, the taps have also run dry.
We just found out there's no water at all. We had no idea about the drought in Barcelona.
For residents, emergency restrictions have been harder to ignore. Households have been instructed to limit consumption to 200 liters per day, enough for a 10-minute shower, according to the WHO. The most recent data from 2016 shows that figure jumps to nearly 600 liters for a single guest at a luxury hotel. Out of all the establishments France 24 reached out to, only one agreed to be interviewed, an hour drive north of Barcelona. Thanks to a wastewater recycling system installed in the late 90s, this hotel claims to have saved the equivalent of 88 Olympic-sized pools.
We collect water from the shower and the sink, which is then reused in toilet bowls, the last step of the recycling process.
Along with pressure-reducing taps, these efforts have paid off, according to the hotel management. Their average guest uses 174 liters per day, below the current domestic limit.
In a way, we're already saving water, and if it gets to a point where extreme measures are imposed, it will be easier for us to adapt.
So far, hotels have been exempt from most restrictions. A ban on refilling swimming pools has come into effect, but many had already been filled up since summer. For Dante Maschio, an activist and engineer, this amounts to a double standard. He says the hotel industry has fallen into a gray area of restrictions.
The law doesn't require the authorities to gather data on how much water the tourism industry consumes, unlike the farming and industrial sectors or domestic usage. That's why when the government imposes restrictions, the tourism industry goes unpunished, because we don't know exactly how much water they consume.
In response to the drought, the Catalan government has launched a strategy of self-sufficiency, aiming to live without rain by the end of this decade. A plan backed by 2.4 billion euros in investment in desalination plants and wastewater recycling. About 60% of the city's water already comes from the Mediterranean, with facilities working at full capacity since a state of emergency was declared. Tordera is one of 2 regional plants.
Without desalination plants, we would not have enough water in Catalonia. Probably the government would have imposed even more restrictions. We play a central role in the production of water.
60,000 cubic meters of water are produced here on a daily basis for urban needs, including homes and hotels. The plant is set to triple in size in the next 5 years. Activists warn that the cost of desalination plants will fall on taxpayers, calling instead for an overhaul of the city's economic model, including the tourism industry.